Hey everybody, it's been a minute since I recorded a tutorial or a vlog or a podcast even, and I just wanted to jump on here and talk a little bit about a topic that seems to be slapping me in the face as of late. It's something that Brendan and I had kind of stumbled on about 6 months ago. I had researched it about a year ago, and then I saw some Gary Vee content and some Hormozi content over the last few weeks, and I'm like, man, I'm onto something. I need to share this with our community. So essentially, as you know, Giver and Giver Media and Giver Marketing and the Giver CRM platform is designed to help businesses to win big while staying lean. We help them to leverage AI to generate leads and to qualify those leads and to schedule appointments and consultations and win more business and jobs and patients, and that's what we do. And a lot of times we leverage AI lead gen. You know, we'll run ads on either Google or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn or wherever, and that works. And in some markets, though, it's getting more and more competitive, and there's a lot more money competing to win the attention of certain addressable markets, certain avatars, certain prospects, certain targets, right? So, you know, we had been thinking, how do we play in this space without spending exorbitant amounts of money to attract the attention of your perfect customer, client, or patient? And the reality is, ads aren't the only way. You know, like ads are a good way, and billboards and TV and earned media and PR. I mean, that all works, right? But organic social media content can work really well too, and it's not just clever content curation or clever content publishing, but it's what do we do with that content once it's published. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. And everything that I'm going to talk about is it's a current capability of our offering. So if Brendan or if you're not aware of this, or Brendan hasn't brought it to your attention, or you haven't seen it on one of the coaching calls or in a client success meeting, I would just encourage you to jump on a call with either myself or Brendan or anyone else and say, how do I leverage organic social media posting to generate leads? And here's how you do it. And again, we can do it, but to anyone who's not a current client or we don't have a relationship with you or your organization, that's okay. You can do this. I'm going to try to make this as simple as I can. You can do this on your own. It'll maybe take a little bit longer, maybe require a few more steps, or maybe another automation platform, but you can do this. And here's how it goes. Okay, so about 3 years ago, the entire social media landscape changed. Okay, it changed from what we would call like an association or a connection graph to what we now call an interest graph, and we have TikTok to thank for this. As it sits today, anyone, whether you have an audience of 1 or 100 or 100,000 or 100 million, you can create a content that can truly go viral and impress upon tons of people and make you perhaps tons of money in a moment. And the reason is the social media platforms are in the business of putting relevant content in front of the people who are interested in that relevant content. So no longer do you necessarily have to have an exorbitant amount of connections or a high volume amount of connections or follows or friends in order to have your content seen. Because of the interest graph, if your content is transcribed correctly and tagged correctly and described correctly and optimized correctly for all the platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, LinkedIn, they're all a little bit different. If you optimize them, describe them, and tag them correctly, you can get your content in front of the people that need to know it's there. And you can go from 0 to 60 in no time flat, like you're in a 1,000 horsepower Tesla S, I'm telling you. So here's how it works. You have this interest graph, right? So you create content, it's relevant to your audience, it gets in front of your audience, algorithmically based on the engagement, the likes, the shares, the follows, the comments, it's going to start getting shown to more and more people, because obviously the social media platforms, they want people to stay on the platform as long as humanly possible. So they're going to keep giving them content for them to watch, whether it's a 60-second, 90-second reel, whether it's long form or short form content, really doesn't matter as long as it's interesting, compelling, and it's receiving a relatively decent amount of engagement. the tagging and optimization is going to set you up for success there. So that's your organic post. That's the interest graph. That's why you can win today. Now, once you're winning, once you're creating content and it's getting engaged, you can boost that content, okay? It's a promotional endeavor. It's sponsored, but it's not nearly as expensive as ads, right? So we can take a post that people are already engaging with and we can throw some money behind it and boost it. That's gonna further proliferate your total addressable market, your target market, the people that need to see your content. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be $10, it could be $20, it could be $50, it could be $100, but it doesn't have to be the thousands of dollars that we would normally allocate for an advertising campaign. So just with 10 or 15 or $20 a day, you can get amazing impression through boosted social media posts, and every platform affords you this capability. So you start making organic content, you start optimizing it for all the platforms, you wait to see what's getting engagement already, and then you kick it with a boost budget. Now, once we get people commenting, once we get people engaging, that's where the secret sauce from the Giver platform and any other platform, if you have this capability, can be kicked in to really accelerate this process. So what we do at Giver is we take those comments and we inject our Giver bot to start engaging with these comments, because we view comments as leads, right? Like, this is as good as a form fill from our point of view. So as people start engaging with your post and they're commenting, and you can get clever in your content and in your the type that the actual written content, the descriptions of your reel or video or post, you can actually encourage some conversation or commenting, and that will allow the Giver bot or whatever chat bot you're using. We recommend, obviously some OpenAI chat. Fourth generation is probably the best known available now. There's others, but that's what we use. So we're using OpenAI, conversation AI chatbots with fourth generation ChatGPT capability. So what that allows us to do is jump in and engage with the comments, something that most solopreneurs or small shops or owner-operators or single doc practices, they just don't have time to do this. So you can leverage automation and chatbots to do this for you. So you create compelling content, you get the chatbot in there engaging with the comments. We can now start a conversation, move those conversations to direct message, once again, operated by automation and chatbot. The GiverBot does a great job. We can then drive that traffic to a landing page. We can have them click a QR code. We can put them through a survey or a form. We can present a lead magnet in exchange for something of high value, get their information. Now what did we do? We just created a lead. We just created an opportunity. We now own that traffic. We went from earned traffic or shared traffic to owned traffic, which is now part of our list. We have more content on list building. I can talk about that at a later date. But this idea that you can leverage social media, interest media, which is probably a better, more appropriate term, to create relationship or engagement with comments, which are really leads, and you could take those comments and those conversations and automatically, as they say at Disney, bring that to a direct message conversation and then to a form or a survey or an opt-in in exchange for something of high value. Now we have an opportunity to schedule a consultation, teach or learn more, and then ultimately get you on the phone with the people that you would most desire to get on the phone with. So again, this is just under 10 minutes. I wanted to share with you, it's been a minute, but this has been compelling, and I've been feeling motivated and encouraged based on what I'm seeing to kind of share, which is, the new. This might not be new to you, but it's certainly a shift in what we or what you may look at social media as. I think Gary Vee said on a keynote that I just watched from a conference down in Mexico City, he said it shouldn't even be called social media anymore. It should be called interest media, because it's really the level of interest that a prospect or a consumer might have in your content. And the only way these social platforms are going to know whether or not certain people would be interested in your content is if you tag it, describe it, and optimize it correctly. We can help you with that. We can help you with the automated publishing. We can even help you with the content creation if you need it. So again, this has been Billy talking interest media and the ability to turn conversations into leads and customers and patients. And if you found this valuable, share it with a friend. But I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.